Here we find the Bokoblin, bumbling around its natural environment. Now, the Bokoblin is a very intelligent subspecies of goblin. It's able to identify other Bokoblins through the use of its snout, of which it employs a natural odorous smell that I am quite overwhelmed with at the moment. Thrilled with their discovery of the elements, these Bokoblins dance quite proudly before settling down for the evening by the fire. Approaching a company of Bokoblins is a meticulous task. One must be very quiet and exceptionally calm. When detected, it's important that you remain very still. They will investigate their new companion, and eventually, you might just be accepted as one of their own. But of course, the Bokoblins are not the only species on the planet. These Lizalfos have made their homes amongst the trees. Armed with their ferocious horns, they buck and stab at each other in tremendous mating rituals. Why not have ourselves a closer look? Like with most things in life, it's best to exercise caution. These animals are very territorial. It's best that you let them notice you first and approach on their own initiative. They must inspect the newcomer to ensure that they do not mean any harm to either them or the rest of their tribe. It would seem that so far I have been accepted quite comfortably. So much so that I believe I have the privilege of inspecting their living quarters. To my great surprise, it would seem that this Lizalfos did not notice me, and so we must repeat the process with just him. Approved once again. It would seem that the Lizalfos like to store a surplus of gunpowder and munitions. This would make them quite the high target for poaching in the wild. Typically, I am but a silent observer of nature, but if I leave this unchecked, it will attract hostiles to this camp, and I simply cannot have their suffering on my conscience. Impressed by my ability to collect munitions, these Lizalfos have now recognized me as their king. And like with any great ruler, I find it to be incumbent upon me to act like a tremendous dick. These Moblins prefer warmer climates than that of their Bokoblin relatives. Less suspicious of outsiders, it's perfectly acceptable to meander into their camp under the right circumstances. It would seem that despite my camouflage, they are still suspicious, and so I must look to win their trust by feeding. A Moblin's stomach is lined with strong digestive acids, and so they are even able to consume raw chicken. Delicious. It would seem that he momentarily forgot my existence. Raw chicken is not the only mainstay in a Moblin's diet. They will also consume raw prime meat. We, with the Nature Channel, wish to demonstrate their unique ability to swim in lava. A gentle push is all it takes. And now we can see... Shit. It would seem I have been deceived. Bokoblin, on these nuts.